Greetings from University Circle near Wade Lagoon in Cleveland, Ohio. Today is Sunday, September 21st, 2025. It's 5:37 p.m. Eastern Time and a little bit humid, but around 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I came here to see this year's Chalk Festival, and unfortunately, we couldn't beat Mother Nature. Tragic. All the beautiful artwork, you can't even make out the majority of them. This was supposed to be going on Saturday and Sunday, but those are the times when the artists were like actively chalking, and it didn't rain all of Saturday and didn't rain most of Sunday, so this event technically would have ended like a little over a half hour ago, but a little bit earlier, because the Browns game was in downtown Cleveland today, and I was watching that, and my plan was, I was checking the forecast and I saw a possibility of rain like around Sunday early evening, but usually I go like the Monday morning following the Chalk Festival. Like I would have been coming here to check out the designs tomorrow early morning, but the forecast for all of Monday was showing quite a bit of rain, so I was crossing my fingers and thinking like, well, maybe if it rains, it won't be that bad, to the extent to where you can still see the art people did. Sadly, it wasn't meant to be. We're still going to go around and see if there's any that are salvageable to even a light degree. I know there was a couple over here that you can make out a few of them. But yeah, it sucks. So during like the Browns game, near the midway through the fourth quarter, that would have been around 3:30. That's when you could see the rain really start coming down. And even though it wasn't coming down on the west side of Cleveland where I was, it was coming down in downtown Cleveland. So I was fearful that it was happening here, and that's probably why you don't see much of a crowd still finishing up like their chalk designs. I'm imagining it was raining then, and it was raining a little bit when I left too. So just the combination of that didn't do well. The area that was saved the most, right here underneath the tree. So if you get to reserve a spot in the future year, that's like premier real estate. But look at this. See, I mean, over here would have been a nice colorful jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin. This is the I think the Five Nights at Freddy's characters. But like I said, I guess we can at least look at some of them that didn't get rained out here. Solar system. Beware ogre. Looks like a dragon with consuming something. Bucky, I love you. Do it, lady. You got Winnie the Pooh. That one is Ruth Ginsburg. Let me try to go around to the opposite end here. These ones caught a little bit of rain, but not as much. Vaughn, Wild Thing, appropriate with how the Guardians are doing right now. And these ones start getting more rained out. Like you can see, there would have been a Bart Simpson, or upside down from the angle he's at, but then Marge Simpson right next to that. And then some of the other ones next to Ruth Ginsburg. Some colorful ones here that survived. You got the CLE birds hanging. I mean, I guess the correct perspective for that one would have been the other way. And then Snoopy with his muse. Alright, let me at least grab a couple of pictures of the ones that survived before I keep going down. And it's killer too, because the weather's perfect now. If you just could have avoided that little spurt of rain, all of this would have been so vivid and beautiful. It's almost a pain to like, or it is a pain to film this. I was debating like, oh, should I even do anything? But I still want to like show how much effort people did put in. That one you can see a little bit. Looks like someone singing, but otherwise, too many of them are just washed out. There's another one down here of Brutus that somehow survived. I'm thinking that some of these people might have done like right after the rainstorm, like and waited, or done them at the last second, like that one and that one. Or it could be just because we're above, have another tree above us. It does look like some people might be chalking still down there, so you might still get some fresh designs if people stay overtime. Alright, let's think which way we want to try to go. Oh, here's one that, again, underneath the trees. So this one survived. It's kind of got a nice nighttime sky. And this is what you love seeing too. So many people put in the effort of, you know, contrasting colors. Down here, just all washed out. I mean, there usually aren't many that go down here, but you could tell some people were chalking some designs. That might be, it might have been the Joker. Everything here, there's no tree coverage, so you can see it's just nothingness. Now, when it dries, will you be able to see stuff a little bit better? I don't know. I doubt it. Let's circle on over to the top. This one over here, which was kind of bright. Again, this has to be one that someone worked on after the rain. Although oddly enough, this spot is dry, so this might have been one, now that I think about it, that just, whatever the direction of the rain and wind were, the rain didn't get to it. Because look at it, every panel from here onward is wet, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a couple that are like not so much. So again, some people still trying to work. There's someone over there taking advantage of the drier scapes, or drier land. Everything up here is washed away. Sometimes people up here do like the huge designs. Now it looks like someone might have been chalking underneath the tent. Right there, I can't quite tell what it is because all the signs are over there. Let's keep walking around. Maybe we'll catch a couple more that are still not quite washed away. Looks like there's a cat there, one of the Beetlejuice characters. Here's one that would have been like a really big drawing, taking up like all these squares. You would have had like trees in the background, a person sitting down, or two people sitting down looking at each other. I don't know if this is an actual character, but the professional looking squirrel still has some good details visible. Looks like some stained glass. A dog chasing some food, perhaps, or some other animal, fish on a plate. Someone having fun with the rain. Looks like after they drew it, they put the Joker saying, "Want to know how I got rained on?" Well, I mean, at least hopefully the artist had fun doing it as they were making it, even though it would have been nicer to have some longevity, I guess. Maybe Saturday evening or Sunday morning would have been a better time to see the ones, even though everyone would have been complete. I have some tree coverage in this area, so I think, even though the berries are covering a few of them, we got some vivid ones over there I'll get to in a second. Looks like a window looking to the outside. A dog calling to say, "Where are you? It's 9:30, my snack." And then some nice fish. Sunrise or sunset. A few other characters.
Find a little one here.
Looks like you might have a glimpse of Statue of Liberty that would have took up a couple panels there. These ones had no coverage, so you got more washouts. Let's go down this area next where they're working on stuff actively. Oh, there's Donkey Kong. That's still visible. Now, is that the new Donkey Kong or the old style Donkey Kong? Artists still working and being able to do it without the rain. Let's see what the Pokemon is here. Okay, so we've been near some of this area, so we're going to go this way. Looks like one of the Animal Crossing characters to me. This one, even though it's faded a little bit, pretty cool looking. It's got a couple hourglasses and skull, unique color theme to it. That would have been a big one over there of an animal. There's a Hello Kitty one. And the Dr. Seuss theme over there.
Really?
Oh, look, a Super Mario design with Yoshi, the piranha. For the ones I am able to capture, I'm going to try to put together a nice reel so at least there's still some exposure to what survived. Yeah, this looks like a big one here, but I can't make out what it is other than like a butterfly and a big hand. Maybe it's like a hand drawing on a canvas. Snoopy with Woodstock and the Halloween bucket. Or not bucket, but Halloween pumpkin. With the little mini ghost surrounding you. Alright, so here we go. We got another section here that, there we go, we got the tree that protected them to a degree. Let's see if we can make out some of these while I make sure I get a picture of them first. And right around here is about the cutoff. I'm gonna go around the other end so we can see. I'm trying to get a better angle of this one too to see if we can make out what it was. Well, there's the free stamp sign. There's the witch from the new Wizard of Oz movie. Looks like a version of Harry Potter. Oh, it's the chandelier at Playhouse Square, I think, along with the Guardian statue. So I think it's a mixture of Cleveland related buildings or monuments, or popular symbolisms. I couldn't tell at first because the left side is a little bit more washed out, but then once you see the chandelier in the middle, more obvious. There you got Donkey Kong again. The Cleveland skyline with someone in the foreground. Sorry man, when I take so long to keep the camera on certain positions, sometimes it's just my phone taking these pictures is a little bit finicky at times. Would have had a Cookie Monster down at the bottom here. Another pumpkin. Captain America's shield. Lots of rainbows in this area. One of the Bluey characters. Someone tried to draw like flowers coming off the bush or an extension of it. Some Pokemon characters over there, or not Pokemon, what am I talking about? Lilo and Stitch characters that survived. The Shrek and Yoda one is pretty prominent still. Not all the way, but I don't know if that's the virtue of that green and brown colors that they picked surviving for whatever reason. There's no tree on this one. The ground is starting to dry a tad more, but I don't think it's making a world of a difference for the ones that, like were washed out. I don't think they're suddenly going to magically become more vivid. Okay, so we've covered this entire area, I think. Although now I can't remember. Did I walk that path there? I know I haven't done the lower end. Yeah, I think I didn't go past this area in front of me. Another Cookie Monster. Oh, that looks like it would have been a cool Sesame Street one over there. I'm gonna walk back around. They had a couple of things like Super Mario, Cleveland or college sports logos. So let's go back around here. Where was that Sesame Street one? Yeah, right here. I can't even take a picture of that one, unfortunately, because it's washed out, but it looked like it would have been a nice meshing together of Oscar the Grouch and Elmo. Alright, down here we've got a couple. Some more trees that protected them. Someone must have said goodbye to their dog, unfortunately, this year, Reggie, back in August 20th, after 10 years. Sorry, just getting more pictures and videos so I don't have to double back on everything. Someone off to the side here. Fund public media. I don't think I walked this spot, but it looks like they're all washed out too. There's one, what was that, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? It's kind of visible still. And then the last stretch that I haven't walked yet, let me walk across and someone else is coming this way. Well, even if your artwork is washed out, thank you to everyone who participated in this. As Cleveland fans will always say, related to sports, there's always next year. Here would have been a horror one of Ghostface from Scream, Jason, and I know I watched that movie. I forgot what the character in the movie is called. Well, that will wrap it up, I guess. Despite the rain, if you still enjoyed the walk around and seeing what did survive and what you were able to make out, Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.